Hey everybody, clearing. Okay, let's get into a real quick Divine Masculine check-in and see where those DMs are at. Wow, Ace of Pentacles and the Fool, leap of faith. So prosperous new beginning, they're going for something. Ooh. So I don't know if you just saw that, but my deck split and this non-conventional, atypical, long-term idea, Ten of Pentacles, is a legacy energy, financial abundance. In the reverse like this, it's, you know, the Ace of Pentacles works towards this, but it's a creative solution. It's not necessarily something they're emulating. This is trailblazing for the long term. So they're doing something unconventional connected to these connections. Let's see what else we get. Thank you, Divine Creator. What can we see for the Divine Masculine polarity and for all my viewers that join us here? What is it that we can see for how are the DMs looking at the connections at this time? How are they viewing their counterpart consciously? What are they feeling on the heart space? What are the divine... Ooh, let's get into what they would say to the divine feminine, their counterpart, and what the energetic understanding of the connection is for the DFs that are most likely watching out there. What is the energetic information, support, acknowledgement, encouragement that we can see? Oh, I'm also being asked to do one more deck for how the divine feminines can take some action. Okay, so we've got 5 decks going on. See how quickly I can do this. All right, conscious mind for these connections. Wow, working on it, I heard. Magician, manifesting it. Seeing how there's this behind the scenes web of interconnectedness. So, yeah. Wow, this magician is a feminine here. So the masculine's seeing how you're working on it, how they're working on it. They know something energetically about how it's playing out, and they're starting to see how you navigate divine feminine, sight unseen. Hey, Suka. They're starting to see how it's working together. They're starting to see how you are navigating based on the knowing of this connection, not on the kind of material realm interpretation. They're seeing that you are navigating on a different level. What would they say? Sex with you. Oh my gosh, Suka's getting my cards. She's tapping the cards here. So sex with you in the reverse means that they are, I'm hearing, tantalized by not having the sexual connection the priority, the focus right now. They're starting to see that there's something bigger, grander playing out than just the sexual connection. It's like their perspective has broadened and they're seeing a more elegant orchestration of the whole dynamic. What is the energetic card? Creation, multiplication, and growth. Yeah, so there's a specialization towards the Ten of Pentacles. That's the Eight of Pentacles. So they see you as somebody who can take things to the next level, this master manifester, the magician. They see this connection as teaching them how to do that. And they also are beginning to understand the fundamentals of exponential expansion. That's a big mouthful, but that's what I'm getting. And for direction for the feminines, Eight of Swords. So you might be feeling a little bit uncertain of how your impact is being felt or seen by your masculine. You might be all up in illusions in your head. Don't worry, feminines. This is another one of those, I just heard, isolating moments that keep you following your own internal compass rather than deferring to what your masculine is doing or not doing in the 3D circumstances. This might feel like another bit of a tunnel, but you've got this, feminines, because your masculine needs to see you navigating on this level, sight unseen, you know, outside of direct communication, in order to understand just how potent your spiritual giftings are, how autonomously you are manifesting what's best for you, and how they're being shown how that works with their template And it requires that they're not tipping you off to certain things. And it's not that they're testing, but they are seeing this aspect of reality revealed right now. No, lie down. Okay, how are they viewing the feminine consciously? Okay, 3 of Cups and 6 of Pentacles. This is the card of prosperity and growth, but it's in the inverse. So they're seeing how you have been prosperity minded, how out of all the people that you can keep your vibe high even when you're not getting from anyone else. You still have this intrinsic internal motivation that allows for your emotional navigation to stay balanced. They're seeing that, but they're also seeing that there is nobody in their group at large that is more worthy of their contribution. And this is energetically backing them to, it's giving them backbone, I just heard, with friends and family. It's another one of their internal things in their repertoire that they can say to others about, why are you choosing this person? What is it about this unlikely duo that gives you the confidence that there will be success here? There's something of an against all odds kind of energy where the masculines are saying, okay, if I was questioned on this relationship, this is another one of those same, but different energies that they can draw on to justify this connection. What would they say? You are so beautiful. Why do you need me? In the reverse. So this approval of others is because they've been insecure, because they've been hardwired and imprinted like everybody on the planet to be in the herd mentality and to not individuate from the norm and to practice the tried, tested, and true ways. But really at the base of it, it's because you are extraordinary divine feminines, and they have felt like you could choose somebody else. And so that deferring to what would others think of the relationship is really just, tipping off to their own insecurity and need to heal that, because at the bottom of it, beyond what anybody would say or think or say about the connection, there is this insecurity that you might not end up wanting them in the long term because you are so extraordinary, feminines. But this connection is standing the test of time, and they're starting to believe that you are wise to choose them. They're starting to see what they are inside, what you've seen in them. They're believing that that could be possible with you. It's shifting. What is the energetic awareness? Spiral of life, movement, unfolding, and opening. So let it unfold naturally right now. What is the advice? Ace of Swords. This is the truth. Look for these pings, these aha moments in non-linear time and space, feminines, so that you can see the wins. Don't keep track of wrongs. Keep looking for those pings, those epiphanies, those wins, the things that affirm the love rather than deny it. What is the heart space for the feminine? Wow, Ace of Swords. So as you have the epiphanies, these Ace of Swords aha moment, they are having these epiphanies that makes on their heart, it calms their heart, it gives their heart peace that you're the one, that they're committing to this, that they are following this guidance. They see you following intuitive guidance in this connection, and when they have these epiphanies, it's hand in hand with epiphanies, might be different epiphanies, but they're still markers to this unfolding naturally, and it keeps indicating to them they're the one, they're the one, they're the one. What would they say? Seek professional advice in the reverse. So this means that they don't need an outside counsel. Their heart knows. This is on the heart space. So they're learning to affirm that intuitive knowing more and more. What is the energetic? Duality, contrast, trust, and balance. Yes. So these aha moments that happen on the journey, you're having them, the masculines are having them, feminines. This is creating a trust, but a contrast in their reality with other people. And I'm not saying competition necessarily, but they are comparing the difference between a true love connection and the other options. The tables have turned. In the past, the feminines were one of an option in a way. The masculines were wanting more to experience different energies to know if the feminine was the right one. Now there's this affirmation the feminine is the right one, but now it's being illuminated why the other things are not necessarily as strong connection. Advice for the feminines, Three of Swords. So keep healing the heartache. Keep finding that Ace of Swords that is the truth. Each one of these swords in the Three of Swords heartache are the misconceptions. And so whether that's societal imprinting, things that you've been told personally about your worth, or the messages you've had directly, or the failures in other relationships, all of that, and the misconceptions of like not knowing the love here with your masculine. Keep pulling those swords out and finding the epiphanies that set you free. If you have a sticky belief or a thought that causes you suffering, that means go in a different direction. You're not telling yourself a truth. Ask yourself if there's another way to look at those things until you have the truth that sets you free, that Ace of Swords epiphany that looks at it through the eyes of authentic love that breaks the attachment. And so overthink it, but find solutions. Don't put it down until you understand how else you can look at it that brings in freedom and peace. What are the masculines wishing to manifest at this time? Bravery forward, Six of Wands. Okay, they are plugging away, doing what's needed behind the scenes, persevering so that there can be more public knowledge of the connection in a way that is supportive for all involved. I need more time. So yes, they still need to be processing everything energetically that's coming up as they trailblaze. They're being enlightened to just how sticky these imprinted ways, the ways of the world, the family and programming, all of that has been. They need more time to create this stability within them. So if they're aloof right now, feminines, just let them go through this process. Energetically, ancestry, courage, wisdom, and empathy. Yeah, exactly. So the masculines are looking at specifically their family's views, their family methodology or ideology, and they are seeing how what they want to take from that, what is love-based and what isn't, what is fear. They're having courage to individuate from the norm in their family in some way because of these connections. They might challenge the family's ideology for what is appropriate in relationships somehow. Or the masculines have projected that the family would do that, so they're really going through this unhooking from the fear that the family wouldn't approve or that. And then we get, for you feminines, or for us, the Wheel of Fortune. So it's on the table here, but it's in the inverse. So it will turn when this process that the masculines are going through, root chakra healing, I'm hearing, for their own stability, their own abundance, their own material blessing. It's like whatever the masculines are experiencing with regard to what they think their family would or wouldn't approve of, they're also reclaiming their root chakra through that, which also is going to allow for great abundance to start coming in. We saw some abundance with home a couple readings ago. This is also root chakra energy. It's figuratively and literal. So we're seeing that they're wanting to consciously manifest more clarity on how to have abundance stick in their lives. And it does have to do with individuating from their family imprinting here in some ways. Without deviation from the norm, there is no progress. Frank Zappa. What can we see for what actions they're taking at this time? Wow, they're being curious. They're learning about union. They're learning about twin flame. We've got the 1111 here and studying. So many are investigating, what is this divine relationship stuff? What is spiritual relationship? What is energetic connection? What is this freaky connection I have? What are these synchronicities? So a lot more, there's like a wind in their sails to learn more about about this kind of thing. What would they say? Love is the answer. So basically they're cracking the codes, the binding. They know that love is all you need, but they're trying to figure out what love even is right now. Bravo, masculines. That's amazing. What can we see for the energy? Consciousness, beginning, and faith. Yes, this is where a whole batch of masculines have woken up and are earnestly looking at what is love, what is true foundation, how do you know? It's not a feeling, masculines, it's a knowing, it's a wisdom, there is no faking it, there's no guesswork. Feelings can sometimes be misleading because those feelings, they don't have solutions in and of themselves. A lot of times they are way showers. Feelings are meant to be a guidance system. They're not meant to be a sustained, embodied. I'm being reminded to say that the shelf life of emotions with a child is about 30 seconds. And so feelings are transient. But this love, what is real love? What is love? Love is consistency. Love is eternal. So love is life affirming. Love is the foundational frequency. It's the aliveness itself. It is appreciation. It is ecstatic. It is consistent. It's the thing that no matter what changes in our lives, we can ground into as an energy that creates true safety, wholeness. And so masculines are understanding that they might be able to partner with somebody who is whole like that. They're coming to it, but their faith has been up leveled that this exists. It's like they are awakening to what love is, and that their divine feminine has been embodying a lot of this. We saw in the first two cards that they see the feminine as specializing in something they haven't necessarily seen at face value in the world. Yeah, the Emperor. So masculines are putting down the control of the connections, trying to forcibly stop the process or pause to integrate lessons. You're seeing now your masculine sort of softening their heart and energy, whether that's just in the 5D or in conversations or in willingness to connect more. There is a softening, and it's going hand in hand with them receiving what love actually is. What is the biggest challenge for the masculines? Wow, we've got the Empress in the inverse. So this can be the abundance, but it's also this hand in hand. While the masculines are softening their rigidity, the feminines are also coming into more of their worthiness. Six of Swords, the progress. So the challenge for the masculines is knowing that there are still progressive motions that the feminine has to go through, that we're both here, both counterparts, but we're not in the upright. It's like needing to trust the process, trust the journey, trust the unfolding, and not rush. And listening to their heart. So a lot of the things that they would have taken personally in the past about how free you were to move forward on this, Empresses, they're having to trust their heart and understand that it's not something that you're rejecting them with. Just as the feminines can feel rejected or approved of or not by the masculines when their worthiness isn't established, the masculines also have a great deal of struggle with that. And so when you haven't been able to just hop to it, feminines, they've also felt like they weren't important enough. And so we're all going through this ego temperance, and masculines are learning to listen to their hearts, but this is the challenge. Yes, temple of centering, going to center, grounding, finding sense of belonging, being in solitude, not having the ability to go in there and coddle and be codependent, but circumstances pulling the counterparts apart when more of this wholeness and worthiness needs to be established. What is the advice for the feminines? Nine of Pentacles, staying in your sovereignty, staying in your autonomy, and knowing that it's all so that we can unhook from codependency. We have to be self-realized and in self-mastery to really do these connections justice. And so keep going through it. But what is the solution for the masculines? Opening the heart now just continuing to open the heart. If you're feeling to do that, masculines, that's because that's the energy. It could be your hero baby. So this is also beautiful because the solution, masculines, is to show up, is to offer, is to, you know, show how much care you really have. There's a great deal of safety that's been established, and masculines, you're safe to be this chivalrous, fun, surprising energy that is brave with your feminine. You're practicing bravery in your life at large, and you can push the envelope a little bit more with your feminine. So as you open your heart, you're going to be doing more things in the physical that are playful and fun and adventurous and, you know, not going easy on your feminine. Flower of feeling, compassion, emotional awakening, and forgiveness. There is this more purified, free flow of emotions coming in, masculines. So yeah, divine feminines, because there's been so much forgiveness of karma, of generational stuff, of societal misconceptions, we're just able to now show up more like the beginner's eyes, the freshness. What's the advice for the feminines? 10 of Cups. Keep anchoring heaven on earth by accessing your joy now, accessing higher wisdom now, bringing in that joy, that childlike wonder, obviously with more spiritual maturity. But there's a playfulness coming in that's not so out there. What is the direction in the near future? Wow, moving forward, Chariot, in the name of unconditional love. So there's more of a free-for-all, anything goes, because we trust each other. You are right. Yeah, so there's going to be more camaraderie, more affirmations, more appreciation, more acknowledgement of each other. And this is where manifestation can really ramp up, because when we acknowledge the things we want mutually, wow, we get that, like a girlfriend of mine said yesterday, the mutual stoke. We got the mutual stoke going. Okay, so mastery, accountability, and acceptance. Exactly. So we're all coming into this kind of mastery. It's okay, babe. Collective mastery, accountability, and acceptance. Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't being mean, trust me. All good. Oh my gosh. She's just so sweet. Okay, yeah, so this mastery that's coming in, where did that card just go? Oh no, the card just totally, oh, there it is. Back at it. Mastery, accountability, acceptance. Yeah, you are right. So it's now like this ability to just acknowledge and be free of spirit. 2222 I just saw. In the moment. What is the advice for the feminines? Page of Cups. Let it sink in. Pages are just sort of initiations on a new, more masterful level. They're the court cards, the first of the court cards, but it's not the king and queen like established. It's not the emperor and empress, but it's this starting somewhere with the sweetness in the moment, but in the name of love. With the Page of Cups, it's like grounding this love. So yeah, it's coming in, everybody. We are going to be having more opportunities to acknowledge the love here and to point out the love, rather than in times past where it's been more difficult and we've had to like wonder if we're crazy or if the love is here. We've now established that the love is here. We're not crazy. And now looks like the masculines are also eager to learn what it really is, rather than what they were afraid it was or wasn't. Okay, many blessings, everyone. Bye for now.